Hey guys, this is Liv from it's Cartomancy, and today we are going to do the second partner pick a card reading for Aries. So this is Aries partner reading, meaning if you are someone who wants to win an Aries' heart, then this is the reading for you. If you are an Aries trying to win someone's heart, then the reading for you was the first one, which is going to be linked somewhere in the upper corner. So this is the reading for you if you have feelings or you would like to win the heart of an Aries and you would like to know how. We have 3 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Pick your pile. We are going to start with pile number 1 and we are going to see how you can win this lovely Aries' heart. Okay? Okay, pile number 1. So, let's see how can pile number 1 win Aries' heart. How can pile number 1 win Aries' heart? No jumpers, please. Let's give it another shuffle. Okay. Again. How can pile number 1 win Aries' heart? Much better energy. How can pile number 1 win Aries' heart, please? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. And we are also within frame, Miracle of Miracles. All right. So pile number 1. First and foremost, I am feeling Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo. That's pretty much it. Energy, which means either you or the one you are dealing with has significant placements. Sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, Venus sign in one of these signs, as well as of course an Aries placement, which someone, at the very least one person, right, has. Okay, pile number 1. All right. So this feels to me like someone you've been trying to get the attention of for quite some time. You may have in fact made several attempts to get this person's attention. It feels like an uphill battle for sure. This is someone who has a lot of options. This is someone who draws a lot of attention. They have something very abundant about them. They have something very, if they're very physically attractive, a nice flare of hips or buttocks or shoulders. There's a very yummy, yummy feeling here. Okay, so this is someone who really draws lust from people around them. But it's not just lust, it's a feeling of making people feel lighter when they're around them, so they're really attractive because of that. They have a really, really great vibe, and people flock to them pretty much, which makes it near impossible to actually get their attention, it seems. It seems like there is some friction here. I feel some friction. You might be part of a larger group of friends, or this would be someone you see on the regular, not personally, not as a part of your personal relationship, but it is someone you see on the regular. It is someone whose charms you are subjected to on the regular, and it's driving you nuts because you are really into them and you really don't know how to make it happen. Perhaps you've tried and you felt rejected. They might not have, in fact, even noticed that you're hitting on them, okay? So I'm not saying for sure that that's the case, but in some circumstances, yeah. They are a little bit clueless. They're a little bit carefree. They're a little bit... That's part of their charm actually, because they make you and everyone else feel like things are lighter, easier, more fun than they actually come across as. So they have this carefree, pleasant, bubbly presence, and they might actually not have even noticed that you are trying to get closer to them on a more personal level. It could be the case. You can, in fact, make some progress here. You can make some progress. I am seeing you having to deal with a lot of competition though, and they might be dealing with dating several people. When you do ask them out, I am seeing you asking them out, messaging them, kind of afraid about it, feeling kind of vulnerable about it, but I feel like you're gonna bite the bullet, because you are determined to make something change here. It's really getting on your nerves, and you are really determined to make a change here, and you are going to try to go for it. But they might be dating someone else, or they might actually be involved with someone else when you do make that proposal. It might take a little bit of time for them to make a choice here, and they won't be, I don't think that they will be immediately available, to be honest. They might be tempted to do a little bit of two-timing as well, or you might be tempted to do that, not sure. There may be a vibe of separating from someone but not actually having been broken up and starting to see someone else. There's kind of a vibe of, because they're so light about it, I don't think that they have a serious relationship. If the relationship seems serious to their partner, it doesn't seem serious to them either way. I'm not saying that they're superficial or shallow or flippant. It's not that. It's just that they have this way, kind of childish charm in a way. If you find that charming, of course, you seem to find it charming. Sort of naive, sort of light-hearted fun, that kind of a vibe. They really don't like things to get very serious and very suffocating, and that sense of pressure, they evade it. I don't think that they're a commitment phobe. It's not that. It's simply the fact that they want something pleasant and fun and enjoyable, and if it's not a joy to be around each other, then what's the point of being around each other? That's the vibe I'm getting from them. So if you are gonna come in hot and heavy and super possessive and super mine, all mine, yeah, that's not gonna work here. You need to have a light touch, a very light touch. If you can do that, then by all means do that. But you are going to have to change your approach because you are the conquering type. You are the mine type. That's what I'm feeling. Of course, energies can always be vice versa. It can happen, but yeah, less likely in this situation. Let's see what sort of energies we have here in the dynamics. What sort of feminine and masculine energies we have in the dynamics. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see the male side, divine masculine side, I mean, right? No, not gender specific. Male and female energy, masculine and feminine energy are not the same thing. Yep. And let's see your card of connection as well. What's our card of connection here for pile number 1? This is our card of connection. Yep. So as I was feeling earlier, one of you has this very plentiful, very light, very pleasant, very blossoming, tread lightly energy, while the other one is very set on mine. Claiming grounds, building a city, building a whole new civilization together, you know, that vibe. So you need to thread much lightly if you are the divine masculine energy. Much lightly. If you are the divine feminine energy here, then this energy is very intense, very passionate, which is a plus, of course, but also very possessive and very on the vibe of staking claims and getting things very much so settled, mine. So if you are not about that, if you don't feel that vibe, if you don't want to have that kind of a vibe of connection, this is the kind of vibe of connection this person can have. And I'm not sure if you can make them meet you in the middle here. I think it cannot be either or here. I'm not sure if you can reach a compromise because your visions are so opposite of each other. So if one of you feels like you can try to do things the exact opposite way from how you tend to do them or want to do them, then give it a shot by all means. Let's see. What shadow are you dealing with? See? Bride in a cage. 21 breaking down to a 3. Someone who feels restrained, someone who feels restricted and suffocated by conventional norms and property claims on each other. This is not how you both see, this is not something on which you can meet eye to eye. In fact, it's not how you both see a connection. You see a connection in fairly opposite ways. Let's see, how can this shadow be overcome? How can you overcome the shadow? Yeah, 28 breaking down to a 10, closing cycles, being able to see things from the other one's point of view and meeting them halfway. If you feel like you can do that, and if you think that they can do that as well and are willing, okay, to do that as well, it's worth a shot. Might be very fun. Might be very fun. Educating. An educational connection for sure. Let's see your odds of success here. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. There is an energy here of potential for it to work, as long as you are willing to actually not hold your vision in that you are fixed on something, but holding your vision of being a couple and being flexible about the how. If you feel like you're ready for a kind of a walk on the wild side of, or the super organized, as the case may be, side of things, then this would be a very interesting experiment, to be sure. Very educational. And very fun, might be very fun. And who knows, you might actually discover that you like things better in a lighter way or in a more possessive way. Who knows? You know, you can never know until you try, right? Let's say it that way. So these were your messages, pile number 1. I'm sending you much, 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 much love and light, and we'll be seeing you soon again, okay? Bye. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see how you can win your Aries' heart. How can pile number 2 win Aries' heart? How can pile number 2 win Aries' heart? No jumpers, please. Let's give the deck some more shuffle. Okay. How can pile number 2 win their Aries' heart? How can pile number 2 win their Aries' heart? All right. Boy. Well, in the words of Coldplay, nobody said it was easy, right? Oh, ho, ho. Okay. So, pile number 2, first and foremost, let me tell you that I am feeling the energy of Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, again Cancer, some Gemini. Did I mention Aquarius? I think I did. Aquarius on either way. So you may be one of these signs, or you or your Aries may have significant placements in these signs, meaning sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, Venus sign when it comes to love. All of them are significant. Pile number 2. Nobody said it was easy, right? Look up and listen to Coldplay's song. Just something about it here. Okay, so you're not gonna like me for it, but I will tell you. This feels like a breakup. If it's not a breakup, then this is a relationship in which one person is manifesting in their very, very toxic version. This is a very codependent connection. This is a toxic feminine, toxic masculine connection. It may be a toxic relationship actually. If you give up on that pattern of behavior, you can raise your vibration a lot. I am seeing 4 significant intervals here, which may be for weeks, for days, for weeks, for months, for years even. You can have a change here, but a sacrifice needs to be made. And it may very well either involve the ending of the relationship as you know it, or it may involve you behaving in a way different manner, or your partner needing to behave in a radically different manner, because this as it is feels like a sure path towards a heartbreak. Whether you've separated and you're trying to get back together again, if you do get back together again, you are going to break up again. That toxic kind of connection is going to come to the surface again and again and again and again. It is only going to result in heartbreak, especially for the divine feminine, which is manifesting very toxically, very needy, very emotionally codependent, acting out in anger when the divine feminine energy is not acknowledged, it's not respected as it feels it should be. And I'm not saying that it's okay to be disrespected, I'm saying that it's not okay to act out in a certain manner, right? When you are disrespected, if that's the case, this is a heartbreak connection. There is no way for you to win this person's heart, either because it cannot be yours or because this person's heart cannot be won. Simply as that. Let's see the energies, just to be sure what sort of energy dynamics we have here. This is my divine. Again, keeps coming out for the divine feminine. And the Jade Emperor keeps coming out for the masculine energy. I am very curious to see if it's going to come out for this baby as well. Let's see our divine masculine energy. Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's see the connection as well. This is our connection card. I don't take reversals for them, but I got the meaning either way. So, don't hate me. Don't shoot the messenger, please. So this is the deal, okay? The reason why this interaction is making the divine feminine act out so toxically is because this is not in any way, shape, or form their intended partner. Moreover, they both have very different intended partners, both of these people, okay? So you are postponing true connections by being together, by pursuing this connection. Because the hope card came out reversed, as you saw it, it's a hopeless. And I would actually go further, one step further, and say pointless attempt. Much different energies, much different vibes. Much different vibes. You will never find your place with each other. You will never find that sense of peace, that sense of at home, you know, that at home feeling, because you are meant to have different partners, both of you. Never gonna work, sorry to say. Never gonna work happily, at least. See, fated to suffer. This is poisoned fruit. This is poisoned fruit. Meaning this is not usable for your highest good. This is not productive for your highest good. Let's see how this shadow can be overcome if you are bent on attempting it. Might as well give it the old college try, as they say. Working on changing your vibes, both of you. There would have to be the willingness on both sides to do that. And if both sides want to work on that, and I'm seeing particularly needing the divine feminine in this connection, because we have prosperity, the divine feminine be acting out. The divine feminine in this connection would have to go through a huge renewal here. The divine feminine here would have to pretty much shift her entire focus, her entire way of manifesting, her entire way of behaving, if you feel up to it. But it's gonna always be the case of you needing to do more, to be honest. That's what I feel. I'm sorry. Let's your odds at success. Have faith in your dreams, which to me in this case speaks about the fact that you actually dream about someone else. You actually have dreams in which your partner is way different than this energy here. And you have dreams in which you have a way different interaction with someone than the interaction you have with this person. That's what vibe I'm getting for you, pile number 2. I'm sorry to say. But either way, these were your messages, and I'm sending you much love and light, even if you hate me right now. Okay, see you soon. Bye. And finally, pile number 3. So let's see, how can pile number 3 win their Aries' heart? How can pile number 3 win Aries' heart? Pile number 3. Let us see, let us see. Oh, wow. Okay. Pile number 3. First and foremost, I am feeling Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, again Capricorn, Sagittarius, and possibly some Virgo vibes. Yeah. Okay. Meaning, of course, you or your Aries can have a significant placement in those signs, which can be sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, or for instance, Venus sign. Okay, pile number 3. It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. I don't know what the song is called, but look it up. I'm sure you know it, or you can easily find it. Yeah. Boy, Aries seems to be a hard to win, right? So this is the situation, okay? In order for you to win this person's heart, you would essentially need to be pretty much reborn, in that everything which is specific to you, everything which makes you who you are, you would have to go through a process of changing all of that. I'm not sure that anyone could ever possibly change that much because they will it to happen. To be honest, I don't think that's possible. To me, this means that I don't think it's possible for you to be together with this person in this lifetime. Maybe in some other lifetime. This is a very karmic connection, karmic interaction. If you end up getting together, you are going to feel the brunt of that karmic energy, to be honest. There would have to be a lot of effort put into getting together, and it would easily fall into a very unpleasant, painful, possibly truly heartbreaking ending. This is not your vibe. Getting together with this person, one of you is going to end up really hurting the other. I'm really feeling that, okay? Pile number 3. So yes, it can be done if you're really bent on it, but it won't bring you any sort of positive result. You won't ever feel like you're making much progress. I'm getting the vibe of having to lie a lot, having to hide a lot of things which they wouldn't want, they wouldn't like, they wouldn't agree with. You would be tempted perhaps, or they would be tempted to do a lot of hiding, a lot of lying, just to keep things looking in a certain way. You are really way too different vibes in order to make this work. It's really not this turn, not in this lifetime, to be honest. That's very clearly what I'm getting. Whew. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see the divine feminine and masculine dynamics here. And let's see the divine masculine energy here. What's our divine masculine energy in this dynamic? Okay, this one is let's see the card of connection. What's the card of connection here for this dynamic, Okay, so card of connection. This one is our card of connection. Okay, so I'm just gonna come right out and say it, as I tend to do. These partners feel to me like being on way different vibes, on way different paths. See that difference here? One of them is way more in front of the other. One of them is actually pouring the water into the grass, and the other one is pouring water into water. Yeah. So what I'm getting here is that we have two very different energies. We have a divine feminine, which is very plentiful, very abundant, very ready to grow a family, ready to have seed planted, which grows into a connection involving generations. I'm getting a strong vibe of baby making, or of somehow building a family here. So the divine feminine is really looking for some place to stick a claim of home. That's the point I'm seeing here. A temple for the abundance, for the home, a wholeness energy. This energy here feels more like a hunter, feels more like someone who is focused on winning hearts, catching eyes, catching glances, getting attention, playing more on the emotional side, right? Water in water. What does that mean? It's a drop in the sea. Your attention, your love, your care, your intentions, while significant, important in themselves, for this person is more like a drop in a sea. They've heard it all before, they've seen it all before, they are not ready to settle down with you, they are not ready to settle down with anyone. It's not that you don't have whatever sort of qualities you might imagine, or that you're lacking whatever sort of anything. You're not lacking a thing. They are simply on a way different vibe. They are looking for something else. They need something else in their life. They need something else in their heart. And it's gonna be a long time before this energy is gonna settle down. Until then, there will be numerous victims. See that? Victims in that there will be a lot of heartbreak before this energy ever settles down. Very restless, very randy, very sexual, very player vibe. And this is like a homemaker vibe. So no, 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 no. No, honey, don't. Nope. Let's see what shadow we are dealing with here. What shadow you are going to be dealing with in trying to win the heart of this horny little thing. I feel that you would be dealing with the passage of a lot of time here. So while you may be able to actually at some point make that connection happen, while you may be able to work on that, it would take years. I'm feeling years of time passage here. If you will be willing to go step by step and pretty much give up your dream, your hope of building a family or being committed or anything like that, you may be able to work on it. But it might as well be an investment of time which will prove to give you no true return. Let's see how you can overcome that shadow. The shadow of passage of time is what I'm hearing. $19 breaking down to a 10, endings. Older and wiser when you shall be, if you would invest your time and energy in this connection, you will overcome the fact that you've wasted time by healing the grief it has caused you. I'm not seeing you being able to actually make this work, to be honest. Not the way you want it to work, because you feel to me like the divine feminine here. If you're the divine masculine here, then there's no issue. You can get together with this energy and leave them just as you did anyone else, pretty much. Sorry, I just don't like that kind of energy. Not when the other energy is so on another page, you know. If you're honest about what you want and how you want it, then sure, by all means, go ahead with it. Just don't give anyone a false hope. Divine masculine here. Don't give anyone false hope. Let's see the odds at success for this connection. Okay, the card doesn't want to come out. All right. A new romantic cycle begins for me with a new moon energy in Libra. This is a new connection in that you end this connection and move forward to a new one, a better suited one, I'm hearing actually. So pile number 3, I am feeling that this is a no-go. You are after way different things. You are in way different moments of your evolution, of your life. You want way different things and you want them way differently. So no, honey, no. Just no. I'd take a pass on this connection if I were either one of you. In fact, I would take a pass on this connection. So that being said, pile number 3, these were your messages. Sorry if you didn't find them much encouraging. Either way, I am sending you much love and light, and we'll be seeing you soon. Okay? Bye.